I'm seeing things a lot more clearly now. I wish things were different. But it weren't us who changed.
Yo, the fucking mic works. I've been trying to fucking put this on for literally 30 minutes, but oh yeah, so I'm talking about 1 year, one fucking year trading. Holy shit, you can do a lot of things in 1 year, and I decided to fucking fully trade for 1 year. So if you look at my channel, the first video was I think I think June 18th. So I'm like a week, 2 weeks behind or whatever bullshit. But yeah, that's when I started posting, and that's when I first actually took trading seriously and actually really tried trading. So I want to talk about just like how to get better at trading. How to fucking start. I didn't know shit about trade trading. I saw it on my phone. I was like, dude, people are making money off fucking thin air, just clicking a button. I thought this shit was easy, bro. It's not fucking easy, gang. Nobody really tells you about. Everyone makes it seem like day trading is fucking easy. Day trading, you can make money off anywhere, which is true. Day trading could be that easy, but once you fucking begin, it's really not. It's fucking complicated as fucking shit. Um, but it can become easy. I don't know. It's like it's hard at the beginning. You have to learn everything. You gotta learn whatever strategy you fucking choose. But I chose ICT. You know, but you have to learn candlesticks, liquidity, whatever concepts there is, and it's so hard in the beginning. But I feel like once you know all that, once you get past all the fucking shit you gotta learn, and once you put in and learn a strategy and learn your model, it really does become easy. It really does become simple. You see this and you execute. You see your model and you just enter, and that's really it. And you know, it's never really taught. Like, yes, it could be easy, but at the beginning, holy shit, that shit's so hard. Um, and when I started dead ass, I didn't know anything. So, and now I pass two accounts, and hopefully I can get a payout. Hopefully I get a payout, but hopefully I get one. Day trading is hard, bro, and it's not gonna be you see this uh and you mechanically pattern trade. It's just not it. It's just not it. You can't just like look at the market. For example, I trade IFGs, right? You can't just go in there and fucking enter every IFG you see. You're fucked. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose that account. And then that's where I started, man. You know, I was the biggest pattern trader ever. I would take any setup that had like a glimpse of my fucking model or whatever entry trigger, and I would just take it. Um, so I would, I was so fucking terrible at trading. But dude, I remember just taking the worst fucking trades ever. I would blow so much accounts on fucking trading. But you just gotta stick through it. I mean, when I first started, I did not know shit about a candlestick. I didn't even know how the market even moves, dude. But it just, dude. Once you just experience it and you see the progression you progressed and how far you have come, dude, it just like you can't stop. I don't know. It's just like you can't fucking stop. But yeah, so what's the hardest thing about trading? It's just like it's really just your psychology, bro. December, December, January was the hardest fucking months. Those 2 months were super hard on me. Why? It's just like you're gonna go through this Dunning Kruger effect, where if people, you know what that is. It's just like where you're super high up, you think you know everything. You're seeing a little bit of progress, you're seeing a little bit of win streak, and you fucking eventually get fucking just put down by the market. Just said fuck you. The market really just said fuck you, and you just get fucked over and over and over again. And that's how it works. You slowly come high. You have this big ass high of maybe you win a couple gamble trades you gambled on, and then you think you're the man, and then you just get humbled. And that's what happened to me. December and January is where I got humbled, and really like showed the Dunning Kruger effect. Generally, December I was going on a little win streak, and I was trading TGR strategy, right? I don't fucking even know how I fucking even got. I was even trading with that, but I was trading TGR strategy at the time, and I was one trade away from passing one account, and I gambled this other account, this one eval. I gambled and I fucking passed it in one day, and I was one trade away from passing this Top Step eval that I had one more trade, I would have passed it. So December runs around, and I'm doing really good. I'm one trade away from passing it during December, and I passed my first ever eval. I passed on December. That first eval I ever passed, I fucking full ported it. So again, it really doesn't count, but it is what it is. And I remember I was so high. I was so high up in the fucking, I don't know how to explain this chart, whatever. I'm gonna show it, but I was just so high up and high up in my mind. I had such an ego. And I thought I was about to win every trade, dude. I really was thinking that I'm about to win everything. I'm about to easily get a payout like 5 months into trading. And I wasn't even journaling. I wasn't even being that disciplined. I did back test, but I really wasn't even journaling like that. And I was one trade away from passing this eval. I already passed another eval, right? And January came around, and if you traded January, dude, that was probably the worst price action ever. I'm not even exaggerating. One of the worst prices action ever. What was going on? Fucking the government shutdown was going on. Fucking shit going on with fucking Trump or whatever, taxes, whatever bullshit. It was just like super bad for the market, and it's the beginning of the year. Again, beginning of the year. Literally the first week of January, I literally blow my Top Step account that I had one trade away from passing. In one day, I was on the account for a month, dude. And I completely blow the account. And I remember being so frustrated. I was so fucking angry at myself. It's not like I just blew the account. It's like, dude, I was one trade away from passing it. And then I take a loser. I take a losing trade. And since I was so focused on the outcome, I wanted that fucking funded. I said, I was thinking to myself, I even said this, I was so delusional, I was like, I deserve the funded account. The fuck? But either way, I lose one trade, right? And I risk my normal risk, 1%. I lose one trade, and immediately I enter another trade, and I fucking full port the account. I deadass full port the account, and I go like with 5 minis. I don't even know how much I went with, like 3, 4, 5 minis, and I just full port the account. I just press sell. And at that moment, I was so mad at myself, but I just felt like I just deserved it. I felt like I needed it right there and then. I needed to pass the account. And immediately, as soon as I enter a trade, I fucking blow the account. It immediately rips up. It stops me out. And immediately I blow the account. Immediately. And that, I remember that day, I was so fucking mad at myself. I was so sad. You could see, I have a video about it. But I'm at work right now, by the way. But I was so fucking sad. I was so mad at myself. And what would a sensible person do? Oh man, take a break, right? I mean, I just blew my account, right? I was on the account for like a month and a half, and I blew it. What would sensible people do? Get off the charts, and just like take a break. What did I do? Immediately trade my other account, my Express account, where I already passed. I immediately traded my Express account that I already passed, and I blew it the same week. And isn't it? How it's even worse? I blew it risking 1%. So I generally went on I literally lost 4 trades in a row. And with my strategy, I'm supposed to have a 70% win rate. Again, I go on a 4 losing streak, and I just blow the account again. I risking 1%. I blow the account once again, and I blew another account. And this is the one that actually, my Express account, which I could have got paid in. And dude, I swear to God, I blew 2 accounts, and what another game again. I really was so high up in my ego. I really thought I was a man. I really thought, oh, this is just like a little thing that's going on. It's not nothing wrong with me. It's just a mark, bro. Deadass, I really thought that. And what did I do? I bought another fucking account. And I tried to full port it in 2 days. I fucking blow the account again. And then what did I do again? I bought another account. And what I do? I blow the account in 2 trades. Again, I blew like 5 accounts in that whole month of January. And I remember vividly thinking of the end of the month. I'm like, what am I doing? I wasn't even journaling my trades at that point. I was just so mad. I was just entering trades, and I really had to look at myself and be like, what am I doing? And I was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with me? I really thought I was disciplined. Me personally, I boxed. I got into MMA. I got into boxing when I was 14. Then I transitioned more into wrestling, grappling when I was 17, 16. And that those sports do really teach you a lot about fucking discipline. And how to win, how to you have to do the same thing repeatedly every single day and practice it, and then you can execute on the mat, on the competition, right? But it's like all that just went out the window when I started trading. I don't know why, but the month of January really told me, like, damn, I really had a fucking big ego. I had to look at myself and self-reflect and be like, well, what am I doing? So yeah, after that January, I decided to lock in. I invested in a membership. I don't give a fuck. I needed it. I deadass needed it. I literally had nothing to go towards. If you can invest in your mentorship, go ahead. If you have the money to do it, I would do it. But you make sure you fucking research this person before you fucking invest. Just like buy the fucking mentorship, whatever bullshit. I decided to invest. It was a good decision for me at the time because I was lost, right? I fucking blew multiple accounts in that month. And I decided to, buy a mentorship. You don't have to do that. You don't have to buy a mentorship, right? There's people out there who sell shit for free, who have shit for free online. You don't have to do that. All this shit you could become profitable off YouTube, deadass. But I decided to do it because I just was lost. I literally was just lost and was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do, dude? I still fucking the month of January was just such a bad month for me. I was super not depressed, but just like disappointed. I was just disappointed in myself. And yeah, I remember blowing those all the accounts. But then the next couple months rolled by, and I decided to actually start journaling. If I can tell you this, I would tell myself this from the very fucking beginning. Journaling your fucking trades. The only way you become profitable is journaling your trades. I can't even stress this enough, bro. When I watched YouTube videos about journaling and all that shit, I was like, man, this is some bitch shit, right? This is some fucking, what am I, like a fucking bitch? I'm a, you know what I mean? I'm gonna write shit on my diary, nigga. I'm not that type of dude, right? I never wrote shit. I never wrote shit about my feelings, nigga. I never wrote shit about that, right? I never fucking had shit like that. I never wrote shit about stuff I was going on my day or how am I feeling, I never wrote shit like that. I thought it was fucking bitch shit, right? I thought it was some pussy shit, some women shit. Come to find out, journaling is the only. That's why it probably took me so long to pass a fucking eval. But journaling is the only way you become profitable. It's the only way you build discretion in the markets. It's the only way that you progress in trading is by journaling and journaling effectively, not fucking journaling. Oh, this is what I entered. This is the trade. You have to fucking journal. You have to actually journal. And actually go back and look what you did. Look at the high time frame. Look at the low time frame. Look at your emotions. Look at how you felt. Look at everything. Deadass. With journaling, you have to journal. It's just not non-negotiable. You're trying to become 1% of people, and you're trying to become 99% of day traders fucking fail. You're trying to become the 1%, and you're not doing what the 1% does. Make it make sense, bro. Stop being a fucking bitch. Deadass. Dude, you have to journal. It's just like, fuck, man. It's just like, I'm talking to myself right now. I'm not talking to you. It's like, I was such a bitch that I didn't journal. And, I probably would have been already had a payout at this point if I did journal and I journaled correctly. But yeah, after January, I started journaling my trades, actually correctly journaling my trades. And And I saw such a massive improvement, dude. If you look at me now, 6 months from now, January, and you look at now, July, whatever, June, July, whatever, it, and just compare the two, dude. I am such a way different trader. I am the most. I have progressed so much in trading through journaling, through looking back at my mistakes, through actually putting the time in and reviewing the market. It's just like, if you really want to become profitable, if you really want to have the discretion, it's not no secret strategy. It's not no fucking model. It's literally just journaling. So I'm gonna hold on. If you get anything from this video, just trading is hard, right? Trading is pretty fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie. People make it seem easy. It's fucking hard. But you can make it easy. Once you learn everything, once you know what your strategy is, once you journal and find out what mistakes are you doing, it can become easy. It never, emotions are a big part of trading. Psychology is basically the main thing of trading. Once you learn your strategy, it's all about psychology. It's all about, how do you manage your risk? How do you manage your head? How do you think while you're in your trade? I was super hesitant when I first started. I was so scared of losing that even during back testing, I would be scared to press the button because I was just so scared of being wrong. I don't know why. Maybe with fighting or just wrestling and just MMA. Maybe that, because I always hated losing during sports. But losing is the best way to progress. Losing and learning from your mistakes is the best way to progress. I always had this quote. I don't remember where I heard it, but the best way to progress is to lose, and to lose a lot. Because once you lose, you look at your mistakes, you see what you do, and you're like, oh, I'm not doing that again. Oh, I see, if I do this happens. Losing is the best way to progress. And don't be discouraged from losing. I lost so much times. I deadass went on an eighth trades back to back. I lost the whole month of January, every single trade, and I came back better. Because what? I didn't give up. I went back and I look how I traded. I look, what the fuck did I do? So yeah, don't be fucking afraid of losing. I was super hesitant when I first started trading, but just press the button. Just trade, and then journal after. Bro, a loss is not a loss. It doesn't have to be a loss. A loss doesn't have to be a loss. It can be a fucking win. Because once you journal that trade and you realize what you did wrong, or maybe it's just a bad day. It's just a bad day. Price didn't deliver. It doesn't matter. It just, you gotta go back and journal your trades and just look, what did I do wrong? And just, lose. You have to lose. But yeah, trading is fucking hard, dude. But it can become easy. And once you learn the skill, you have the ability for the rest of your life to make money off the click of a button, off anywhere in the world, off your phone, off your tablet, off your... So, my phone died, so either way, the outro of the video, whatever, deadass, just the main thing I want you to get from this is focus on the process, not the outcome. If you keep focusing on the outcome, you will make dumb mistakes. That's why I blew 9 accounts in the month of January. I kept focusing on passing the eval or whatever. I'm just taking bad trades. Main thing I want you to get, just focus on the process. Focus on how you're progressing. How are you a month from now? How are you? How were you 2 months from now? See how far you come, and eventually you just be there. And also, it's just not the question about being profitable. Was I profitable this day? Are you? It's not really about that question. Okay. it's not the question about being profitable. Like, oh, I'm profitable. It's not even, you could be unprofitable and have a payout. The question is, was I profitable this day? Did I follow my rules? Did I follow my risk management? Did I journal my trade? Just because it was a red day doesn't mean it has to be a red day. If you did all that and you followed your rules, and your trade is a good trade that you were happy and you were 10 out of 10 times you were taking in, then it's a good day. It's really that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Once you get there, once you learn everything, you learn your strategy, it's really that simple. And yeah, that's really it. So that's it. 1 year of trading. 1 year. I wonder how it's gonna be in 2 years, but yeah, 1 year.